Yes, thank you, Miriam. Was taken to court. Spell to? Good. T-O. It is still T-O. Taken to court. That preposition to. Taken to court. For mistreating him. The newly married couple was accused dash child neglect. Yes, Juma? Was accused of. Good. So the preposition is of. Accused of. One F. If you add another F, you will have changed the whole thing. It will become of or FF, but it is of or F. Accused of. Good at. Interested in. Guilty of. Guard against. And so on and so forth. So those prepositions need to be at our fingertips. Kasa Goma's guardian was found guilty dash overworking him. Guilty? Yes, Kasule. Guilty of. Good. Guilty of. Still it is O-F. That is, he was proved to be guilty of overworking him. He overworked him, and everyone used to see that for sure he was guilty of overworking the boy, giving him too much work each day, and probably not giving him chance to play. A child needs to play and associate with others. Our neighbor was charged dash kidnapping a child. Yes, charged. Veronica? Charged with. Charged with. Okay? So when you go to court and it is proved that you have broken the law, then you're charged with. You're charged with. So that is the crime. That is the crime that is charged, that you are charged with. So our neighbor was charged with kidnapping a child. That is a crime. But guilty of kidnapping. Guilty of kidnapping, but charged with. Are you there? Guilty of kidnapping, charged with kidnapping. Accused of kidnapping. Yes, those are prepositional forms. Your parents are responsible dash educating you, said the police officer. Yes, Daniela? Responsible for. Spell for. F-O-R. Yes, I've decided that I make you spell it because someone could spell F-O-U-R, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can't say he was responsible for 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it is responsible for. F-O-R. These are prepositional forms. So responsible for. But if you are a worker, you are an employee, you are responsible to your higher office. If I am a teacher and there's a head teacher, I'm responsible to him. I'm answerable to him. This is the point. But I'm responsible for the work he gave me. I'm responsible to him. I'm answerable to him. Meaning that I am subject to him. I'm below him. Work with him, but below him because he's my leader. So your parents are responsible for educating you, said the police officer. Those are prepositional forms that you should have at your fingertips. Children, semi-candidates, and candidates of all colors. And your candidates of different colors. Different colors, one people. I love that song. Different colors, one people. G. Here comes the candidate, dash father, was arrested yesterday. Yes, one people, different colors. Who would like to give us the word that is supposed to be here? Yes, Issa? Here comes the candidate, dash father was arrested yesterday. Whose? Thank you, dear. Whose father? Here comes the candidate whose father was arrested yesterday. Yes, Issa? Spell whose. W-H-O-E. Are you sure there is an E here after O? Issa, be serious. O-E, then what? S? Is that the spelling for whose? Issa, think straight, think straight. O, good, S-E, come alive. S-E, okay, whose. Whose comes from the possessive form. His father, whose father. Her father, whose father. Our father, whose father. We are the children whose father flew to London yesterday. And we speak proudly. We are the children whose father flew to London yesterday. Whose father? Our father, possessive, our. That is the man whose house lost its roof during the storm. Whose house? Because it is his house lost its roof. The roof flew off because of was blown off by the strong wind. So here comes the candidate whose father was arrested yesterday. Sorry, poor candidate. You should associate dash your classmates. Naomi? You should associate, you should cooperate, work with. I've already given you the answer, Naomi. Don't even be proud. You should associate with. Thank you. Spell with, Naomi. W-I-T-H. I knew, Naomi, you couldn't miss. You associate with, you cooperate with, you collaborate with, you work with, you live with. So you should always associate with your classmates. Do not segregate others. Do not say, these ones no. For everyone, yes. These ones, yes. Those ones, yes. That one, yes. This one, yes. Yes. So you should work with everyone because everyone needs everyone. Everybody needs everybody. You should associate with your classmates. Parents out there who do not want their children to associate with others, that's the biggest mistake you're making. Except if you know that some children have bad habits, but you should meet them, meet their parents maybe, and you the parents work together so that you create a bridge so that these children can associate with one another. And that way, they will be learning from one another. Child to child is one of the best ways of carrying out education. Child to child. Those are the dogs, those ones, those fierce ones. With dash, we caught the notorious burglar. Oh, with them, those things, those dogs, those are the dogs with dash we caught. Yes, who's ready? Niger. Those are the dogs with whom? Are you sure? Can you say those are the dogs with whom? They are not people. Because if they were people, you'd say, those are the men with whom. Those are the men with whom we caught the notorious burglar. Those are the men. Those are the people with whom. But if it is people, but if it is animals, we don't say with whom. Those are the cows with whom? No. With whom we went to the well yesterday. Those are the oxen with whom? With? Yes, with? Those are the oxen with? With which? If they're things, we say which. So, Daniela, those are the dogs with which we caught the notorious burglar. With which. With which. And as you write which, be careful of the spelling because you may find yourself writing with. With which. With which. Spellings are very, very important. So important are they that if you misspell them, then you have created the biggest problem. No misspellings. Number J, that is the teacher with dash. I moved to the Kampala CPS last month. That is the teacher over there. I love him very much. Very useful, very loving, very affectionate, very understanding. That is the teacher. All teachers are understanding. That is the teacher with dash. I traveled to the Kampala CPS last month. With which? With what? Yes. Yes, with Jennifer? Nakaima? With whom? Okay, with him. So that is the teacher with whom I traveled. I traveled with him. So with whom? Spell whom? Nakaima? W-H-O-M. With whom I traveled. That is the teacher with whom I traveled. I traveled with him to the Kampala CPS last month. The E-Learning Teachers Project is here for you. and with you. With you and for you, for your benefit, for your betterment. There's no way you can avoid it, because it is you and you're it. And with you, we can team up and make a very educational system. And here we are, sharing and caring. I'm Teacher Baruli Aderi Enoch, and I wish you a nice break. Please meet me here again. After break, you're going to find me here, and then you see how to bombard the next small piece. Whether I like it or not, whether you like it or not, this should be the last piece of cake we have in grammar. And we want to see that after this last piece, we get into comprehension. Of course, after comprehension, we shall delve into composition, after which we shall have said bye-bye to this subtopic, which is children's rights and responsibilities. And of course, when you get into comprehension and composition, you're going to see how we're going to get into practice. We're going to practice, and of course, it's as if we shall be revising, part of what we have been discussing in grammar here. This is the E-Learning Teachers Project Uganda Limited, and I'm Teacher Baruli Aderi Enoch, whose name has never changed and will never change. I'm taking you in English language. We are dealing with children's rights and responsibilities, the subtopic, under rights, responsibilities, and freedom. Yes, we want to look at number 11. We've just ended number 10. We want to look at number 11, where there's rewriting, after which we shall also deal with number 12. Good. Rewrite these sentences with the plural forms of the underlined words. You're going to write these sentences using the plurals of the underlined words, and then we make the necessary changes. As we're going to see, there are some changes that we are going to make. Yes, we don't do changes, we make changes, okay? Just like we make mistakes. Never say, he has done a mistake. No, we say, he has made a mistake. So we make changes, we make mistakes as well. But we do some work. We do some work. We do homework. Don't say we make homework. No, we do homework, but we make changes, we make mistakes, if at all we do. So write these sentences with the plural forms of the underlined words, full stop. Make the necessary changes. The crime was committed in December last year. The crime was committed in December last year. So this sentence has to be changed such that crime becomes in plural. What does crime become, Nora? Crimes. Good. So can you say the crimes was? You, of course not, my dear Nora. That is why we have said that you have to make the necessary changes. Let me begin. The crime becomes, Nora, hit it. The crime becomes the crimes. I remember telling you that each time you are indicating the underlined words, you should also underline them again. You underline what you have used as a replacement.